it's a tough one, bro, because it's a self-defense case. But hey, what's good, YouTube? What's good, potentials? What's good, sneaky gang? How y'all doing? Hope y'all been sneaking and creeping, staying healthy and wealthy, having emotion and flowing like the ocean. Hope y'all been. Right, I'll be so in tune with how I say. Hope y'all been sneaking and creeping and flowing like the ocean, man. I'll be so in tune. But hey, if you don't know, but now you need to know, hit the click.
Chris, they can't do shit with this. Got my kids in a fake school. We go. Hands so good, she an honor room. She ride a dick like a condom.
Hey though. We back with another what? Another reaction video. Hey, we gonna be reacting to Pooh Shiesty's lawyer threatens whack 100 for exposing Pooh is a rat. You know, I see Pooh Shiesty got out of jail, but I don't know how he got out because, man, he was really sentenced for a long time. And here's the thing, I hope he did not rat on to get out, but this is what I've been trying to tell y'all. Everybody that's hitting this generation right now, they not like the old generation. I'll be sometimes having arguments with my mom trying to tell her that our generation ain't the same as you guys' generation. Y'all stay down and be in jail for the person that did something wrong, and you don't want to rap because you don't want to take the blame for being a rat. But our generation don't care. We rather get beat up or killed for being a rat. But what we know is that we're going to live a good life when we come out. That's what we trying to do. You ain't got no time to be sitting up in jail. Let's stay tuned for what I finna say at the end, and let's get into the clip.
Pooh Shiesty has only been a free man for about 4 days, and the internet is already accusing him of snitching. This is like the fastest I've ever seen the internet put accusations on somebody. It usually take about 2 or 3 weeks, or maybe a month of the honeymoon phase after you are released. This time around, man, they got right to it. Pooh Shiesty just served a 5-year sentence because Pooh Shiesty was accused and convicted of shooting and robbing the man's whose vehicle he was renting. So Pooh Shiesty was renting like a McLaren or some super expensive car, and the dude was like the plug. So the dude said, hey, man, you know, when you drop off the money for the car rental to extend, I'm going to have some marijuana and some Jordans for you because Pooh Shiesty requested it. So when they linked up, instead of an exchange in money going smoothly, Pooh Shiesty ended up shooting and robbing the men that he was supposed to just drop off the money for the car rental. Now, Pooh Shiesty did 5 years for that. Now, Pooh Shiesty, and his defense was, when I pulled up, they tried to rob me, so I robbed them. Pooh Shiesty and the snitching allegation.
Boy, you ain't gotta be a damn fool to be even saying that, bro. There is a car rental. What the hell they gonna be robbing you for? If anything, bro, you robbing them because you want the car to keep. Now, I'm not saying you're the type of person to rob them, but why would a car rental rob a rapper? Like, come on, bro. They're trying to continue with business clientele. Pooh Shiesty, you gotta sometimes think, man. You can't just say, "Oh man, I pulled up. They were trying to rob me, bro." It's like a dealership, bro. You think a dealership gonna give a damn about? Oh, you're trying to buy a car, so we're gonna rob you for your money and not give you the car? No, they're a dealership that sells cars. You think they would have the time to even want to think about robbing you? What is this? Oh man, they pulled up on me and tried to rob me. A rental car? Bro, come on, bro. You should have thought of a better story, my G.
This first occurred when WAC 100 discovered that Pooh Shiesty took a proffer agreement, and this was about 3 years ago. But the snitching allegations kind of went away once WAC 100 had Pooh Shiesty's lawyer on his live stream, and they kind of sorted out the details.
Made by the government, okay? And the world, the streets, when they hear proffer, right, automatically assume cooperation. And I'm going to tell you why. If one goes to Google and puts in government factual proffer, the verbiage of that is a government factual proffer is a meeting between a criminal defendant or witness and the government where the defendant shares information with the government in exchange for limited immunity.
Pooh Shiesty does have a proffer agreement, but his daddy, his lawyer, Pooh Shiesty himself came out and said, no, in that proffer, he didn't tell on anybody. He just took credit for what he did, and he left it at that. His lawyer, right, Ronan, would take to Instagram and he would respond back to this live stream. He even joined his live stream, by the way, to respond back. But before this live stream, he responded back on Instagram, letting Wack know that Pooh Shiesty did not tell. They responded back and they said, this is 100% fake. Wack 100, there's no paperwork that will say Pooh Shiesty said a word about anything on anything. In fact, none of the three charged gave proffers on anything about anything. This is just a straight mistruth. They all took pleas to the same crime of one count of a possession of a weapon during a drug crime. None of them gave a proffer about anything. It was a straight plea, with all of them having the other three life felony counts dismissed. But why bother with facts? Just throw something out for clicks. I believe Wack 100 talked to Pooh Shiesty's daddy on the phone. They kind of sorted out details. But fast forward 3 years later, Pooh Shiesty gets released, and Wack 100 goes on DJ Academic's stream last night. And he tells Academics, hey, listen, man, my exposers, they've been sending me information. They're telling me Pooh Shiesty told on two people. I don't know, you know me. You know, when I'm ready to go, I'll go. But I actually like Pooh Shiesty, so I'm not trying to release it. Now, what that tells me is Wack 100 knows exactly. Wack knows every detail of that paperwork they're supposed to send him. But Wack is a mastermind, and Wack is somebody.
I'm not gonna lie, Wack 100 is in the streets 24/7. Bro know everything, bro. So when he say something, he don't got the time to lie. Bro don't even look like the time that he got the time to lie, bro. When he say something, you better believe it, because he in the streets 24/7. What is he, a blood or something? Like I think he a blood. I gotta ask one of my homies, man. If he a blood though, because man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Wack 100, bro, he know everything, bro. He know everything. You can't play with, bro. He know everything.
Who will sit on information and kind of wait for your move. All right. So after Wack 100 revealed that on Academic Stream last night, Pooh Shiesty and his team got to work. Right. They began to move frantically.
Crazy. So I gotta go in there tomorrow and see. Look.
Yo, Wack. Yo, y'all got circling on paper?
Bro, this is a real operation, bro. Nigga, I got 51 spies.
Numbers.
Then you got the exposers. We got paralegals. We got attorneys. We got PI. We got all. Bro, you looking at? Am I capping? Look, I haven't even had a chance to respond, but once. You see, they at me. Look, you reading it. They got the PDFs. I don't even want to open the PDFs.
Yo, Wack.
They done found everybody proffers.
Wack, please just delete this message thread, man.
Bro,
Pooh Shiesty,
whoever victim 1 and 2 is,
Look,
listen, bro. Look, you see what I'm saying. I haven't even had a chance to address it, but I will tell you this, that when we had his attorney on, didn't I send you the link? You got it.
Wack, Pooh Shiesty, one of the good ones, man. There's no.
Bro, this ain't got nothing. Listen to me, bro. Hear me out. I did my due diligence and brought his attorney. Is this it? Yeah, here you go. You got it. I sent it to you yesterday. I brought his attorney to my channel for 2 hours. Look, when you go over there, look, you got it. I did that shit 11 months ago, but the attorney was supposed to send us something to clear a part up. He gave me his word, and I knew if he sent it, it was either going to clear it or it was going to show some shit.
So Wack is telling Academics, I mean, they send it to me. I don't know. I haven't read it, but I don't know. It ain't looking. But here's the thing. I know Wack good enough, man. For me, and listen, Unc might be mad at me, bro. All right, Wack might be mad at me that I say this, bro. All right, but Wack, just call me, okay? You feel me? All right, if you don't like this. Wack knew that paperwork back and forth. Wack knew that paperwork better than Pooh Shiesty. The attorneys knew that. Wack knew that paperwork better than Pooh Shiesty knew that paperwork. Wack read that proffer.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, bro. And I was watching a video of this. The lawyers and attorneys, right? They only know court stuff, like how to be able to do court stuff. And you might get real lucky if you know a person that know about the streets and what not to do and what to do in the streets. But the jails and prisons, they got smarter people in there that actually know how to beat a case. Hear me out now. Some of y'all be like, but bro, they're in jail and prison. Like, what the hell? They were dumb enough to end up in that cell. Like, how the hell would they even be smart enough to like even beat a case? I'm trying to tell you, the lawyers that are inside that prison or jail cell, they can help a person get away with murder. Now, it's just crazy what I'm saying, right? Maybe not with a murder case, but I've heard that they could help a person get away with murder. I don't know how it works, but somebody said the books that they be reading in there, I don't know what type of books they be reading, but one of my homies that's in New York, he gave me a book to read. I read halfway of the book, and he said that book was in jail. And it's a good-ass book. Now, excuse my language, it's a good book. And I told him, you got this book in jail? Why they got this type of book in jail? It's a book that's for smart people. Like you would just not even, like you wouldn't even think about it. They got 48 Laws of Power in that jail. They got The Art of War in that jail. My homie was telling me that they got these books in the jail. Bros that's sitting in prison and in jail got their books. What the hell would they got the books in jail for? I'm telling you, bruh. So, a person sitting up in a county jail cell right now know how to help somebody to get out of prison just by reading some of the books in there with no degree. How the hell does that work? I'm just saying. Whack 100, bro. He knows some things that we don't know. He knows some things we don't know. And I'm glad he know. And he bring it out to the public and not hide it or try to twist it. Because we gotta know. Some of these people be doing crazy killings and crazy things. Bro, I got a homie that said he got away with a murder for 5 killings. 5 killings. I ain't gonna say his name. Hell no.
Agreement 20,000 to Wack hopped on that call knowing every single detail of that case. But Wack is kind of playing like, I don't know. Which is why Pooh Shiesty's lawyer, he made a response video. Because, again, this was before Wack even officially said, hey, yo, Pooh Shiesty snitched. But the lawyer kind of already knew where things were going. So the lawyer, got ahead of the story, and he made an Instagram response to Wack 100, kind of calling out Wack 100, and even calling Wack 100 names.
All right, let's talk morons. Wack 100, I can see where he gets his name, because he is whack. The allegation that Pooh gave up information in his case is so idiotic. Even when he's reading it, DJ Academics is saying what a moron he is. It is next level how stupid he is. Now, if we're saying he's just doing it for clout, if we're saying he's just doing it for views, I would think, okay, that's an excuse. But it really isn't. I really do think he's very stupid. So, long story short is, Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams gave up no one. Absolutely no one. We never cooperated with the government whatsoever. The paperwork that he's reading is that our defense was that we blamed the alleged victims, that the victims were trying to hold up and rob Pooh and his crew, and that's why the guns came out. The victim said, I don't have a gun, I never owned a gun, and through our investigation and the evidence, we found not only did he own a gun, he had a firearm box in the trunk with ammunition in the trunk. Both of these alleged victims were total liars, totally full of shit. And that's why, instead of getting 10 years, the judge gave him under 5 years for a shooting case. Not because of any kind of, he cooperated. He didn't cooperate with shit. What was cooperation was the amazing work of his lawyer, me, along with Sam Zengane. I don't want to forget Sam. See my clock in the back. You know what time it is. I don't want to forget my friend Sam, because Sam assisted in the case, but absolutely not one single defendant in that case flipped on anybody, because there was no one to flip on. They said Pooh was the shooter. They said one of the other guys.
I just gotta say, man, he a good lawyer, but that's not the reason why they call him Whack 100. That fool will get you whacked. I'm just saying, he will get you whacked. So you gotta watch what you're saying. I don't think Pooh Shiesty snitched or none of that is a rap. I don't think none of that. If he filed his case the way he filed his case and got out, that's good for him. That's what he did. But if Whack 100 is reading it and saying, oh, he snitched and stuff, I don't know. Out of the top of the line, bro, the top of the line thing is, man, somebody here is not telling the truth. Either it's him or the lawyer. And 9 out of 10, it could be the lawyer. Because when people read that document and they see whatever was in that document for Whack 100 to send it to DJ Academics, Pooh Shiesty must have said something. Because there's no reason why Whack 100 would even say Pooh Shiesty snitched when he didn't. Why would he waste his time? Why would he waste his time? Why would anyone waste their time? I ain't gonna call you a snitch if you're not a snitch. I ain't gonna call you a rat if you're not a rat. Why would anyone waste their time with 6ix9ine? Huh? Why would we waste our time with Young Thug? Why would we waste our time with what's his name? With YNW what's his name? The other dude, not Bolton, not Juvie, not Melly, but the other dude. Why would we waste our time? If people actually did it, we gonna say they did it. Why would we waste our time to say he didn't do it? I'm just saying, I'm not saying Pooh Shiesty snitched or anything, but I'm just saying, why does this lawyer think that Whack 100 would say he did this when he didn't? Now, Pooh Shiesty a good person and stuff. Please, I'm trying to tell y'all, do not quote me and say, oh, you called him a snitch. No, I did not. I'm just saying, why are people going to waste their time to say he did something when he didn't? That's all I'm just saying. This lawyer, you know, he looked very professional. He looked like he telling the truth, but something fishy going on. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Was a shooter. None of them flipped on anybody. We all went ahead with it. We took the plea, which I wanted to go to trial. I thought it was a good trial as well, but we took the plea, and the judge ended up giving us just under 5 years. And with good behavior and an RDAP program, he got out in about 3 and change. So Whack 100, just to recap, Whack 100 is a moron, and what he is reading is as stupid as it sounds. That is all for now.
I think the lawyer messed up. I think he shouldn't have said those details. When it comes to regular people like us, because I'm a civilian, trust me, I'm telling on you in a heartbeat. I'm calling police. I work with the police. Bro, I am doing whatever I can do to give myself justice.
Wait, hold on. I don't work with the police now. You might work with the police, but me, hell no. I don't care about them. I'll never work with them. Hell no. They say, hey, did you see that? I'm going to tell them no. I'm sorry. I don't know nothing. I didn't see nothing. I swear. Now, if you're my homie, I'll say, hey, yeah, he got shot, you know, but I didn't see the witness. I wish I did, but I didn't see the witness. Then if I did see the witness, I'm snitching on the witness. But I ain't working for them fools telling me, give me enough information, come to the court. Hell no, bruh. Hell no.
Pooh Shiesty isn't a regular person. He's a street dude, okay? And by their rules, again, we're logical people. Take yourself out of this logical mindset and put yourself in the mindset of the Neanderthals they are, okay? You have certain rules that probably don't make sense. These are the same people who called Troy Ave a rat, even though Troy Ave held it down. He didn't tell on Taxstone when Troy Ave was initially arrested. Taxstone got arrested and started telling and lying on Troy Ave, and Troy Ave, took the stand to say, no, it was self-defense. I didn't kill my friend. He's lying on me. And they called Troy Ave a rat for that because Troy Ave wrote a statement and said, no, I did not do this. He's lying on me. They said Troy Ave was a rat for that. So if Pooh Shiesty was arrested for shooting and robbing 2 victims, and then those victims said, we have no guns, but then Pooh Shiesty tells the court, no, they did have guns on them. They did have the drugs on them. They had guns and drugs on them. They had guns. And that got his sentence reduced. The street dudes would say that's telling, that's snitching, right? Because you're supposed to come and beat your case. You're supposed to, but you said those people had a gun, right? You said, yo, they had this on them when they said they didn't have it on them. In the streets, from what I've heard, right, there ain't no such thing as snitching back. If somebody snitch on you first, you can't snitch on them back. So I think the lawyer revealing that information kind of gave Whack 100 all the ammunition he needed, because you kind of put it in a gray area now to where it's left up for debate. Kind of like Gunna or Young Thug. Once you put the conversation in a gray area, you're going to have people who think he told, and you're going to have people who believe he didn't tell. But now you essentially now give Whack 100 all the power to kind of litigate this, right, online. Instead of just saying, hey, Pooh Shiesty did not tell and leave it at that, you gave too much information from my perspective. Now, you know, like, that's my guy. Like, I love him. You know, like, we are cool. He has the courtesy to DM me back whenever, you know, I ask him legal questions. But I just don't agree with giving that much information.
Blamed the alleged victims, that the victims were trying to hold up and rob Pooh and his crew, and that's why the guns came out. The victim said, I don't have a gun, I never owned a gun, and through our investigation and the evidence, we found not only did he own a gun, he had a firearm box in the trunk with ammunition in the trunk. Both of these alleged victims were total liars, totally full of shit.
That's what we do. The street people lie to law enforcement. The victim said, we ain't had no gun. You telling me, Brad, the smart guy, not gonna call you out your name, you and Pooh decided to tell the truth. The streets don't tell the truth, Brad. Earth to Brad. Anybody home? I really want to call you out your name, but I'm not. R&B has me on not calling people out their name punishment. 24 hours. I'm not going to do it, Brad. But you just admitted, there's more, y'all. You just admitted that the victims told the police, hey, we ain't had nothing. But you're saying your defense was to tell the police they had guns. Pooh Shiesty.
That's what I say, Pooh Shiesty a lot of times. So, low key, I didn't even know that you can't tell the truth like that to say the victims had the gun. Damn. So what, he was just supposed to keep it to himself and say, well, yeah, no, I kind of see where it kind of is, kind of like snitching, yeah. Oof, boy, damn, that's tough.
You're saying, got with you, and you guys is telling the police when they saying we ain't had no guns. Yes, y'all did. We can't do that, Brad. Yeah. No, this ain't Harvard. The closest thing to Harvard we come is Harvard Park, and that's 6 Deuce Brills. Shout out, little man. Listen, Brad, you just put the noose around your Pooh Shiesty's neck, which I'm not gonna say it. I'm not even gonna insinuate, but I'm gonna keep playing this. This is wild.
That's why instead of getting 10 years, the judge gave him under 5 years.
So because he told on the victim, instead of getting 10, the judge gave him under 5. Hey, this is Brad. This ain't me. Go sit back and let Brad do the job for you.
Case. Not because of any kind of, when he cooperated. He didn't cooperate with shit.
He didn't cooperate. Brad, Earth to Brad, when you tell the...
Yeah, cooperate with anything, but y'all basically said that the people that y'all were thinking that were gonna rob y'all are basically had guns. You guys didn't have to say any of that, bro. Pooh Shiesty would have done time for like 10 years, bro. He would have still got street cred for not saying nothing. He didn't get street cred because now it looked like he said something. How long has he been out? Was it this year? I think it was this year because I just saw him barely got out.
AUSA, whatever you want to call them. Hey, they had guns, and they're saying we didn't have guns. Yes, they did have guns. That's called cooperating, Brad. Let's keep it going.
What was cooperation was the amazing work of his lawyer, me, along with Sam Zegane. I don't want to forget Sam. See my clock in the back. You know what time it is. I don't want to forget my friend.
Did he just say that? You see my clock in the back. You know what time it is. That's way worse than saying I have black friends. Let's keep it going.
Let me know in the comment section. Okay, what do you guys think? But I remember names that aren't in like profiles, bro. If I seen you in my comment section calling Troy Ave a rat before, if you come, well, I will smack you through the screen if you comment, Pooh Shiesty different though. I don't know. I'm not a street dude. I'm still gonna listen to Pooh Shiesty music. Pooh Shiesty is our only hope to save us from the women dominating hip hop this year. Okay, we need Pooh Shiesty. So I don't care. I'm probably bang Pooh Shiesty even harder, right? Even if he did snitch. But I want the streets. Civilians, we gotta sit this one out. I want the streets to answer. Do y'all think that Pooh Shiesty told? Let me know in the comment section, all right? And if you're...
I ain't gonna lie, bro. How his lawyer kind of put it out and how Whack 100 explained it, it's kind of sad, bro, because if he didn't say that they had a gun and everything, he would have done 10 years. But the fact that he said that they had a gun and this and that, and he had to defend himself and stuff like that, it kind of does seem like he did snitch. So that's a 50-50. I don't, like, myself is telling me, yo, he snitched. It's plain and simple. But I'm like, nah, bro. It's a tough one, bro, because it's a self-defense case. But on the other hand, it's like, it doesn't matter. Like, he shouldn't have said nothing. He should have just said, yeah, we had the guns and this and that, and left the plug, because it was a plug. So he a street rental person. So the fact that he even said something, kind of screwed up business for them, and kind of screwed up his name for them to look at him kind of like a ransom. It's a tough game out here, bro. And the people just don't understand. It's a tough game, bro. But potentials. If you're new, subscribe. Sneak Game Potentials. Like the video. Comment down below what you think of the video. And yes, share it to whoever, family, friends, brothers and sisters. My mouth got stuck. I need some water, man. You know, that good A water, Aquafina. But hey, man, share it to whoever, family, friends, cousins, brothers and sisters, exes in the past, and exes that we hope that you don't have in the near future or the present. Remember, we pray for success, not failure. It's your boy Sneakywesti, or Sneakywesti, however you want to say it, and I'll see you in the next reaction video. Hey, also, man, don't forget to hit that bell if you haven't done so. We counting on y'all, man. Hit that bell now. So I can remember when the giveaway is coming now. I'm just saying. Peace. For real, man. For real. I'm doing my thing. For real. I'm banging on the door. For real. Doing my thing. Ain't what I'm saying. For real. Hope y'all like that singing, man. I got some fire coming.
I swear she don't deserve it. Oh, it's still on my mind. She's still on my mind. Do we build it up, just to let it wash away? Tell me.